The shimmering lights of the grand auditorium bathed everything in blue. Applause thundered through the hall as you stood center stage, your hands trembling slightly as they closed around the golden trophy, the symbol of everything you had worked for over the past few years. Flashes from cameras lit up the room. Your smile was gracious, poised. You bowed slightly and raised the trophy. You should have felt triumphant, invincible, but your eyes scanned the crowd, searching. He wasn't there. Your heart sank quietly beneath the roar of celebration. John Jungkook. The man who held you while you cried through failures, who stayed up rehearsing your speech with you, mimicking the audience just to make you laugh. He kissed your forehead just this morning and said, I'll be in the front row, smiling the loudest. But now that seat was empty. You walked off stage with grace, your name echoing in praise. People rushed to you. Congratulations, you were phenomenal. We knew you would win. You're brilliant. You're glowing Vian. You nodded, bowed, smiled, and thanked them all, but your eyes kept drifting towards the entrance. Then a familiar face approached, one of your colleagues from the press. Where is your man, Jungkook, right? She asked, raising a brow. He promised us he would be front row. He missed your big moment. You tried not to let the sting show on your face. I'm sure something came up. You replied, forcing a smile. He would never miss this on purpose. She gave a soft hum of sympathy. Well, he's lucky guy. You still killed it. But her words echoed louder than they should have. He missed it. Your heels clicked against the marble floor as you entered your apartment, now silent. The trophy clinked as you placed it on the counter. You stared at it blankly. It felt so hollow without him. He was with you in every struggle, in every failure and ups and downs, but he missed when you finally celebrated that success. You checked your phone, still no message, no call. Your thumb hovered over the screen just as a message popped up. Ryan, I'm so sorry. I need to explain. Please just don't jump to conclusions. I'll come to you once I've handled this. Your fingers froze. You quickly tried to call him while your heart was racing, but the call didn't connect, making you even more worried. Please be safe, love. 2 hours ago. Jungkook was sitting behind the wheel, excitement bouncing in his chest. 6:47 p.m. He was early. He had brought your favorite white lilies, dressed in the suit you picked for him. Your name was already typed into a tweet he hadn't sent you. Proud of my girl. Watch her light up the world tonight. He could already hear the crowd cheering for you. She's going to cry when she sees me with these flowers. He chuckled to himself. Then, as he turned onto the main street, a shadow dashed across the road. His foot slammed the brakes, tires screeched. Shit, no, no. Jungkook's foot slammed the brake. His chest seized with panic as the car screeched to a halt. He barely remembered putting it in park before he was out, sprinting towards the motionless figure on the road. Horns honked in the background. Bystanders began to gather, but all he could see was her, crumpled and bleeding. Miss, hey, are you? He dropped to his knees, voice cracking as he gently touched her shoulder. Can you hear me? Her eyes fluttered open weakly, her lips pale, parted. She struggled to focus, pain contouring her features. Jungkook? His heart dropped to his stomach the moment he heard his name and clearly see her face. Yura? His old high school girlfriend, the girl who had vanished from his life years ago after an angry breakup and complete silence. He hadn't seen her in what felt like a lifetime, but there she was, blood seeping from her side, trying to breathe through the pain. I didn't see the car, I was crossing, please, she gasped, her hands instinctively moving to her stomach, her entire body trembling. Jungkook's hands shook as he pulled his phone out, yelling into it. A woman has been hit. She's bleeding. She's not okay. Send an ambulance to. He rattled off the street name, eyes never leaving her face. She grabbed his hand with whatever strength left in her. He went quiet. Jungkook, please help me. I'm pregnant. His breath caught in his throat. What? He whispered, stunned. I'm pregnant. She sobbed. Please save my baby. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. How far along? He managed, barely able to get the words out. Her breathing was sharp, her voice fragile. Almost 3 months. Jungkook swallowed hard, his mind a storm. He didn't love her. He hadn't spoken to her in years, but this wasn't something he could walk away from, not when two lives were at risk. He bent down gently, keeping her head elevated on his arm, trying to stop the bleeding, praying the sirens would come faster. I've got you, he said, his voice steady despite the quake in his chest. You're going to be okay, just stay with me. Don't close your eyes, Yura. And in that moment, the rest of the world, the event, the stage, blurred into the background because fate had thrown him into a moment he never expected, one he couldn't ignore. The hospital corridor burst with faint activity, nurses rushing past, machines beeping softly behind closed doors, but for Jungkook it was all drowned in white noise. He sat motionless on the cold bench outside the emergency ward, elbows on his knees, fingers locked together, trembling. Just an hour ago, he had been getting ready to surprise you at your award ceremony. He had even picked out a bouquet of your favorite lilies, and now his palms were stained with someone else's blood. She's pregnant. Her words echoed over and over, tearing through him like jagged glass. Yura, his past before you came into his life, a stranger now, but still a life he had once held gently in his hands, and now she lay inside that emergency room carrying another life, fragile, flickering. Jungkook clenched his fists. He had called the ambulance, stayed by her side, tried to stop the bleeding with his own hands, told the truth almost, but Yura, she looked at him, barely able to speak as they wheeled her in, and whispered with pleading eyes. Don't tell them it was you, please Jungkook. It will become a police case. I can't. I just want to save my baby. He had nodded, frozen in place. Now the silence was suffocating. His phone buzzed. Your name lit up the screen. Jungkook's throat closed. You were probably waiting, still in your dress, still holding that trophy, still searching the crowd for the man who promised to be there. His hands trembled as he unlocked his phone and started typing. I'm so sorry, baby. Something happened. I don't know how to explain it. I wanted to be there. I swear I did. Please don't think I forgot you. Please wait for me. I'll tell you everything. I just need a little time. He stared at the message for a long moment and then the door swung open. John Jungkook? The doctor asked. Jungkook stood instantly, stiff, face pale. Yes, how is she? Is she okay, the baby? The doctor gave him a tight nod. She is stable now. She lost a significant amount of blood, but we managed to control it. She'll need to be monitored closely for the next 48 hours. There's still a risk of miscarriage, but for now, both lives are safe. Jungkook nearly collapsed back onto the bench, exhaling as if he had been holding his breath the entire time. She was lucky, the doctor added. The person who called the ambulance acted fast. If she had been left any longer, Jungkook didn't answer. He couldn't. Lucky, she was bleeding in his arms because of him. Still, he nodded slowly. Thank you, doctor. She's asking for you, the doctor said gently. But before he pushed it open, he looked down at his phone screen again. Your message had just arrived. You okay? 3 words. Soft, simple, and they hurt more than anything else tonight. You were sitting on the edge of the couch, still in your gown, the trophy placed neatly beside you like a forgotten prize. Every minute without him felt heavier than the last. The message from Jungkook looped in your head. Please don't jump to conclusions. I'll come to you once I've handled this. Handle what, Jungkook? You chewed your lip, anxiety clawing its way up your throat. You knew him. He wouldn't miss this day. Not unless something happened. Your gut twisted. You grabbed your phone and called his company. The receptionist answered. Hello, John Group. Hi, sorry, this is Ryan. I just wanted to ask, did Jungkook leave the office today? Yes, ma'am. Mr. John left around 6 p.m. sharp. He said he had somewhere important to be. Your heart sank. He did leave on time, so where was he? You stared at the door, every second stretching into unbearable silence. That's when a noise broke the silence, the jingle of keys. Your breath caught, the door creaked open, and then you saw him, Jungkook, but not the man you expected. His shirt was rumpled, blood-stained, his hair clung to his forehead, soaked with sweat. His hands were trembling as he stepped inside, eyes frantic until they landed on you. He froze. You jumped to your feet. Jungkook? Oh my god, what happened? Are you hurt? You rushed to him, eyes wide, as you reached for his arm, inspecting the red stains. It's not mine, he said quickly. His voice was hoarse. I'm okay. I'm so sorry. Then whose is it? What happened to you? Why didn't you come? Your voice cracked, panic was flaring in your chest. You had imagined many reasons, a flat tire, a cancelled driver, even a last-minute business call. But not this. He looked at you, guilt clouding every inch of his face. I didn't mean to miss it. I swear I was on my way. Flowers in the seat beside me. I was so damn proud of you. Then what stopped you? Your voice was barely above a whisper now. Jungkook, you scared me. He clenched his jaw, struggling. There was an accident. A woman ran in front of my car. I couldn't stop in time. I didn't leave her. I went with her. She's okay now. So is the baby, but... You blinked. Wait, a baby? He looked away. It was Yura, he said quietly. She's pregnant. You stared at him, the name hitting like a cold gust of wind. Yura, his ex, the one who vanished from his life like smoke. How did that happen? There was a slight shake in your voice. He looked at you. She came in front of my car. Oh God, is she okay? He nodded. The ambulance came on time and she was kind enough to not involve the police. I was scared, really scared. You let out a shaky breath. Jungkook looked at you. His eyes were filled with guilt. I had to stay with her. I couldn't leave her like that, but the entire time I kept thinking, You're going to miss it. You're going to break her heart. He looked down ashamed, and I did. You looked at him at the blood-stained shirt, the ruined bouquet still in hand, the pain written all over his face. Tears filled your eyes. God, Jungkook, I thought something happened to you. I'm so sorry. You were up there winning the world, and I was in a hospital hallway trying to stop it from falling apart. He stepped closer, but I'm here now, if you are still willing to look at me. You looked at him, his shirt still stained with dried blood, his knuckles scraped from when he had slipped on the asphalt, his eyes red not just from exhaustion but from the weight of guilt he carried like an anchor, but none of it made you flinch. Because this man, John Jungkook, he didn't just love you when the cameras flashed and the spotlight was warm. He loved you in your silence, in your struggles, and even tonight in the shadows. Your voice was steady though your heart was tight. I've always looked at you, Jungkook, and I still see the same man who stood by me when I was losing, the same man who stayed even when I didn't believe in myself. You stepped forward, erasing the space between you. I know you didn't mean to miss it. I know your heart was with me the whole time, and I'm so proud of you for not turning away tonight, for being someone else's lifeline, even when it meant breaking your own. His eyes welled up again and his lips parted, trembling, unsure how to receive the forgiveness. But you reached up and cupped his cheek softly. You didn't miss the most important moment, Jungkook. You are the most important part. You are my favorite part of all of this. His breath hitched. Still, I'm sorry. Don't. You didn't do anything wrong. He let out a shaky laugh, forehead pressing against yours. I love you. More than anything, more than everything. You nodded, tears now gently slipping down your cheeks. I love you too. And guess what? What? He whispered. You smile faintly through the tears. This dress still looks good, that trophy is still here, and the champagne is still cold. A small, breathless laugh escaped him. So we can still celebrate? Only if you take a hot shower first. He finally smiled, a real one, and kissed your forehead, lingering there. Then give me 10 minutes, superstar, and after that I'm all yours. After a few minutes, steam curled from the bathroom door as Jungkook stepped out, hair damp, wearing the soft grey sweatshirt you always stole from him. His injuries were cleaned, his guilt not fully gone but softer now, dulled by your forgiveness. You were curled on the couch in your robe, the trophy gleaming beside you like a quiet witness. When you saw him, you smiled. Better? You asked. He nodded, walking over and dropping beside you with a sigh, pulling you into his chest. Much. You sat in silence for a moment, listening to the faint music playing from your speaker. Something mellow, soft, familiar. The kind of music you two danced to when you had no money, only dreams. Wait right here, Jungkook said, rising. You tilted your head. Where are you going? He disappeared into the kitchen. Minutes later, he returned with 2 bowls, steaming instant ramen, topped with a soft boiled egg, seaweed, and just a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Your comfort food. You laughed softly. Jungkook, this is 5-star luxury. He grinned, gourmet, Michelin level, only for tonight's award winner. You took a bite, warmth blooming in your chest. I didn't need a red carpet. This is enough. He watched you, eyes shining. I missed you tonight. You are here now, and that's what I'll remember when I look back on this day. A slow song drifted in from the speaker. Jungkook stood holding out a hand. May I have this dance? He chuckled, cheeks flushed. We are in pajamas. Exactly how I imagine our after party. You set the bowl aside and placed your hand in his, barefoot on your living room floor, surrounded by takeout containers and the soft hum of city lights through the window. He pulled you close. You swayed together in silence. No stage, no cameras, just his hand on your back, your cheek against his chest, the beat of his heart syncing with yours. You are my home, he whispered. You smiled against him, and you are my forever. And there, in the quiet of a night that hadn't gone as planned, love bloomed anyway, soft, resilient, and more real than any spotlight could ever offer. The real celebration had just begun.